Alright, Brush Monkeys, we are back, and this week we are starting in on our build of the plastic gunfighters for Dead Man's Hand. Building them as characters from the movie Tombstone, and this week we're going to start with Wyatt Earp. So I'll put a picture like this up on the screen to show you what parts we're going to use. So here you go. Now, with those parts, I made a minor difference. I made a minor change on that one. You'll notice on the picture I've got this shotgun and gun arm to be used. Make sure I align that. So it's this one right here on the sprue. That's not the one we're actually going to end up using, because in the scene I'm going for, he had a double-barreled shotgun. So instead, we're going to go with this arm right here. And this arm next to it. Okay. Clip those off. And then one of these double-barrel things, because he had a double-barreled shotgun in the scene. The scene I'm going for is the scene at the train station, where Ike Clanton and I can't remember the other guy's name now, try to ambush him, and he gets the drop on him and delivers that famous line, "You tell him I'm coming, and hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me." Love that scene. So basically all I'm doing is I'm just clipping off the pieces that I said we were going to use for this. Trying to align up all the heads and whatnot. Alright, so I'm going to put those spurs aside. I think that's all of them. Now, I did say in the unboxing and review video that because I'm putting these on 32mm bases here, that I'm probably not going to use these, the integral base it comes on, because see, it sits up a little higher and doesn't it's going to be real obvious that that's an added thing when I go to add it on the base. So basically all I'm going to do is, you can see I've clipped around this. I'm just going to clip that integral base off. Just don't like it, don't need it. Get as close to the feet as you can without damaging the feet. And then, oops, what we're going to do here, there we go. So we got that off. And then you can go back in with an X-Acto knife and kind of carefully carve off the excess. There we go, like that. And you can take a piece I'm using an emery board, but it's kind of a rough emery board. Just put the feet on there like that, so that they sit upright, and just rub them back and try not to move the camera while I'm doing this. Rub them back and forth like that until you get the basing off. There we go. Ah. Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay. Right there like that. Most of these pieces will go together fairly easily without a whole lot of cleanup. A little bit of a mold line on the coat, but nothing too bad. Ah, that was dumb. Okay. Sure, and give each piece a little time to dry in between. But anyway, you get the gist of how to put these together. I'm going to go ahead and pause here and finish assembling this guy, and then we'll come back and take a look at him. Alright, see you soon. Alright, Brush Monkeys, I'm back, and as you can see, I've got our Wyatt Earp all assembled, and he looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with him. That will do for an approximation of Kurt Russell in Tombstone. So I'm pretty happy with them. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here, and then we'll go prime this guy up and paint him. Okay, got my painting handle here. This is the other reason I wanted to use the 32mm bases, because I can put these guys with painting handles. And there we go. Alright, see you soon. Bye. Alright, we're back. We've got Wyatt Earp all zenithal primed, so he's ready for paint. And I've got my paint scheme all worked out. I'm going to do Guilliman flesh for his skin, over Wraithbone, of course. I'm going to do Leviathan blue for that little neckerchief he's wearing, just because it's a nice dark blue. It looks almost black. I'm going to do Black Templar for his boots and his gun belt. I'm going to use P3 Thanos black for his coat and his hat. We've got Corvus black for his vest and his hat band and his jeans. Excuse me, take that back. I've got Corvus black for his vest and his hat band. I've got black gray from Vallejo for his jeans. It's going to be a whole different thing. I've got Balthazar gold and steel for the bullets along his gun belt there. I've got the Black Templar I'm going to use on the gun barrels as well, along with a little bit of Necron compound. I've got Vallejo model color ivory for what little of his shirt is showing. There's not a whole lot of it, but it's there. And then the brown, excuse me, the basic dirt for both his beard and his base. The Sylvanas bark is going to be dry brushed on his beard and mustache there. And then the Agrellan Earth and Agrellan Badlands, Necron compound, Agrax Earthshade, and Tyrant Skull for the bases. As you can see, I've already done the scatter terrain pieces that we made up. And that's the way I did those. It's a Growing Earth, a little bit of a Growing Badlands. I'm going to put tufts on those little Badlands parts. Like I said, got the cactus done. The one with the skull and the cactus looks pretty good too. But that was a nice test for the bases, so that's I think that's going to work out. It's going to how I'm going to do the bases. So yeah, so that's our guy. Oh, I'm going to do the gun stock and his pistol grip in Wildwood. I don't see that I've got that out, but I'll go ahead and get that now. So yeah, that's how we're going to do those. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here and put down the wraith bone, at least on his skin, and then we'll come back when I made some progress. All right, see you soon. Bye. All right, brush monkeys, we've made some more progress on our Wyatt Earp here. As you can see, I've done the neckerchief in the Leviathan blue. I did his hair and beard in basic dirt and dry brushed it with Sylvaneth bark. Because the base was also basic dirt, I went ahead and basted in that too. I'm going to do a few more layers on the base band when the time comes, but for right now, I just wanted a basic layer down so when I put down the Growing Earth, there'll be that brown showing up through the cracks. So I think that'll look nice. I also painted his pants with the Vallejo black gray and his vest with the Corvus black. And for all intents and purposes, they're kind of the same color. So I'm going to let them dry and see if that doesn't separate them a little. I was hoping Corvus black would be a little more black and the black gray would be a little more gray, but they're both kind of really dark gray. So the vest and pants and neckerchief there are still wet. I also did a light layer of wraith bone on the gun stocks there. That'll be Wildwood when I go to paint them, but for right now I'm going to go ahead and let these dry, and then when we come back I'll do his hat and coat, and then we'll do his boots and gun belt and see how all that looks. Alright, so we'll see you soon. Bye. Alright, made some more progress on our boy Wyatt Earp here. This is the P3 Thanos black on his coat and his hat, and it looks really, really fantastic. It's a little glossy. Comes out a little thin in places, but I did a couple of coats and it turned out okay. I don't know why everybody keeps saying that Citadel's Abaddon black is the best black. This is hands down my favorite black now. This is my favorite black paint. Look at that. Look at the coverage on that. That is just, god damn it, it's gorgeous. And it's a little shiny right now, but I think that well, first of all, parts of it are still wet. But when I get the matte seal on there, that'll tone it down a little bit. I also did the black on the gun belts, the gun barrels, like the metal parts, and the boots. So now, the parts of the pistol and the pistol holster are both in Black Templar. When I go to dry brush the gun parts with the Necron compound and dry brush the gun barrels up here with the Necron compound, that'll knock that back. So there'll be a difference between the gun and the gun holster at that point. But yeah, he's looking alright. So I basically got the handle of his pistol, the stock of his shotgun left to do, his hat band. Gotta go back over that. And then do the bullets and bullet casings on his belt. And then base him. And he's coming along pretty nicely. Wyatt Earp's looking really good. So I'm going to take a pause and let this dry, and then we'll come back and make some more progress on him. Alright? See you soon. Bye. Alright, so we made some more progress on our guy here. As you can see, I dry brushed the gun barrels and painted the stock and his pistol grip with the Wildwood. Also painted his hat band. Got his hat band painted up. It's kind of hard to tell because it's Black Templar against the black, but yeah. But it's looking pretty good. And the rest of them is looking not too bad either. So I've got the bullet casings and the bullet tips to do on them. I'm going to go ahead and do those, and then we'll get on with the basing, and we'll call Wyatt Earp here done. All right. I'll see you soon. Bye. Alright, I have just about wrapped up our Wyatt Earp here. As you can see, I got the bullet casings on his belt done, the bullet tips, got his belt buckle painted, and I got the glue painted on the base, so when I go to do the Grellin Earth on there, it'll make nice deep cracks on there. I also got the tufts put on the practice bases, so let me show you what I plan on doing with the bases. I'm going to do something like this. Get my hand out of the way here. Focus it. Alright, so you can see I've got the Grellin Earth over most of the base here. And then I've got a little patch of Grellin Badlands, which is just thicker textured version. I'll wash all that with the Agrax Earthshade, dry brush it all with Tyrant Skull, give it a little bit of a dusting with these MIG weathering powders, just dirt powder that'll just bring it back down to a brown and less of a bright tan, and it'll also give a little bit of dust around the characters' feet and on their boots, just to make them look like they're part of the world and not just kind of stuck on it. And then on the parts that have their Grellin Badlands on there, I may put a little tuft, little wasteland tuft like that on there. See how that looks. You can see where I've done that with the skull base too, and with the skull and cactus. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Now I'm still kind of up in the air about the Grellin Badlands, because the Grellin Badlands kind of doesn't really add much to it. Like, if you look at this, you see all this is a Grellin Earth, and this little patch here is a Grellin Badlands. Once you've got it shade washed with the Agrax Earthshade and then dry brushed with the Tyrant Skull, you really can't tell which is which. The main difference is the Grellin Badlands doesn't crack. So I might leave the Grellin Badlands off and just do all the rest of that. Might leave the tufts off too. The tufts seem a little busy, and there's not a whole lot of tufts in Tombstone. So we'll see. We'll see what it looks like when I get it done. But it's he's coming along pretty nicely. I'm really happy with how it looks so far. And yeah. So I'm going to let that glue dry, and then we'll put the Grellin Earth on it, and then we'll come back and see how it looks. Alright, see you soon. Bye. Alright, brush monkeys, there he is. Our finished Wyatt Earp. Modeled after the scene in the train station where he shoots down Frank Stillwell, chases off Ike Clanton. I think he looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how he came out. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. And next week we'll start in on Doc Holliday. So join us in. See ya. Hey Brush Monkeys, Tom from Flying Monkey Studios here. If you like what you see, click like down below. If you want to be notified when new videos come out, go ahead and click subscribe. It's like over here somewhere, right there. Those will both help with my YouTube numbers and bring me that much closer to monetizing this channel and being able to do what I love to do full time. If you want to get your hands on some of the miniatures I painted here, visit our Instagram and Tumblr pages. I post pictures of both of those on a regular basis. I post videos on TikTok on a regular basis, mostly to direct traffic here to the YouTube channel, but you know, there's some other stuff there that's kind of cool. So go check that out. And if you want to show some love for your favorite monkey-based miniature painter, go check out our merch store at storefrontier.com/flyingmonkeystudios to get our t-shirts, sweatshirts, long sleeve t-shirts, can cozies, aprons, face masks. We've got all kinds of stuff there in a bunch of different colors, including tie-dye. We've got some tie-dye shirts on there if you want to check that out. So go check that out. Go check us out on our other social medias and follow us on Twitter for updates on the channel as well. And thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.